Hello everybody, I am Steven D'Agostino, 4D3D3D3, tonight with Denver Drone Company, hosting the Indoor Simulator Racing Series. Tonight we have action-packed heats, but only 10 of them. It's going to be a quick night, but the heats that we do have, we're taking full advantage of the ability to have 6 whoops in the air simultaneously, something you can't really do in real life generally. As the signals will get mixed. Sorry, I was turning down the music a little bit. So tonight we have 6 pilots in the enthusiast class, 7 pilots in the advanced class, so 1 pilot will get a bye each round in the advanced class. Yeah, let's hop into the pilot lobby and get into it tonight. Thank you to our sponsors, The Other Guys, Colorado Drone Racing, one of the premier drone racing groups in Colorado. Check them out on facebook.com/The Other Guys. The Other Guys Drone Racing. I have the link in the description. We also are sponsored by CBD Janes and Remote Control Hobby Smoky Hill. Both of these groups are available on Facebook as well. Tonight we have let's get me out of the air and somebody else in the air. Let's put Carpenters up. Okay, how about Fritz? Yeah, let's get Fritz in there. Alright, so here we go. Hop into the pilot chatter room and we'll get to the racing.
Wait, was that Steven talking? No.
Hello.
There he is.
I was doing the intro for the stream.
Oh yeah, we weren't talking about you.
That's fine. It's fine. I got thick skin.
All we know is that he races in the 4th dimension, which is why no matter what his...
And the 3rd dimension, and the 3rd dimension, and the 3rd dimension, and 3.
But then it always... Talking like Anna girls here?
Imaginary numbers.
More math.
Alright, let's see if I've got everybody in the Velocitron lobby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I've taken an entire class
7,
about
8,
imaginary numbers next semester.
9, 10.
Carpenter claims he hasn't practiced in 4 days.
No, I've already taken DiffyQ. DiffyQ doesn't really have to deal with imaginary numbers that much. And I'm taking multi-D next semester, but that's not even one. I have to take one-dimensional real analysis.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm a mathematics major.
Peep, me, Slippy. We are missing Jimmy and Trim.
It's a long story. I don't like
back
either.
in here.
Okay.
Well, math major is a good major. It is a good major.
I don't even want to do anything with math. I just want to fly planes fast.
Hey,
Imaginary
B,
number they used in electrical engineering.
I got news for you, bud, if he's here.
Who's electrical here?
I'm electric.
Wait, wasn't Slippy, weren't you
Woogie, woogie,
electrical?
woogie.
Oh, computer.
Oh, you're a computer. Dean, I know Dean he was E.
I was CS when I started, and then I don't know. I couldn't cut it.
That's what my degree is.
I'm personally looking for somebody to design a temperature controller circuit board. So, if anybody knows anybody, let me know.
Talk about
might know a
circuit
guy.
board design. You might want to talk to Dean.
I tried. He's busy.
Couldn't you just take an existing like a low volt amplifier?
Probably, but not me. I can't do that.
The application.
That's a lot of soldering.
Basically,
Did you just say solder? I hate that.
the application, Slippy, is basically a soldering iron, except for not. It's for something that I would rather not say on stream.
I know what it is.
It's not like I'm being secretive about the idea. I just don't want to say it on Twitch.
Just say it.
No.
Yeah,
No.
let's watch it.
Let's go.
I don't
I
think.
know certain kinds of toys that aren't made for children.
Is it one of those?
No, not one of those either.
Why would you need a heat?
Yeah, I wouldn't really need a temperature controller for that.
Why would you need a heat thing for that?
If you want to check your temperature, well, it's
You
still
can put her on either dead or alive.
Ah,
so bad.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, I love that.
It's easy to get boards made once you have a design, though.
That is true. There's a few websites that let you Just throw your design in.
Yeah, I
Cheap
just did,
too.
I
And they'll
just
print
did
'em.
one. 50 small boards for like $20.
Nice.
Yeah, you can get them for cheap.
I know that's how the Delta Fighter.
All right,
Are
so
you guys doing loops under that wing, or are you doing like an S-turn type thing?
That's bumper.
Is,
He's on
Bumper,
acro.
Yeah, you'll
Bumper,
see
are
some
you
acro.
actually doing a loop or what? Like, are you going upside down? 'Cause I'm trying to do it and I cannot do that.
No, I think it sucks all your speed. I'm just kind of doing like a half, like a 45 degree.
Okay, like a sort of a corkscrew kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jimmy, Peep, Slippy, and Fade. Have you guys been practicing and flying and warming up?
No.
And you
We're
keep
doing
that,
6 at once, right?
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
that wing on the inside of your view there, and that's like your spot.
How do I get in the room?
I'm ready to go if you guys are.
DDC Sim.
Yeah, don't mind.
Type it in the top and click join.
I found I found it a lot easier by just clicking friends and then looking
You have
for
them.
if you made any of us your friend. It'll all show up. That's like the easiest because when I type in DDC or DDC, like it doesn't always show up. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or what.
You
What's
just,
No,
you
you
just
just
type
have
it in
to
and
click
click
join.
It's
It's a
hidden.
hidden room.
Well, yeah, hidden
Yeah.
sessions.
I don't know. Like if you click friends, I could find it much easier for some reason.
Like you don't see the room. You
Are
just
you-
type it in and click join.
Are you
Oh,
updated to the newest? Yeah.
It's not a search, actually. It's a join.
I
button.
see.
You see what?
DDC Sim, one word,
Cocksucker.
lowercase.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Put a little love in it.
Right.
Something quite right.
That's right.
My
A taste of
neck.
me, no, like.
There's
Not
Trim.
bad.
Nice. So, guys, 10 rounds tonight. 6 pilots in each heat. In the advanced class, 1 pilot will get a bye each round.
Fun.
Yeah.
We have 7 in advance.
Everybody.
7 in advance now. Yep. I had said 6 before I knew Carp was gonna be able to make it. Carpenter. Sorry. I don't know why I started shortening it in my shorthand, but
Magikarp.
Well, because
Magikarp.
there is a carp. FPV.
How about
Insulting name.
okay, Magikarp? How about Splash Attack?
There's Dan.
Splash. Carp is his twin brother. Okay, yeah. So I can't do that.
If you didn't like Splash, how about Splash?
Splash. Splash.
Carp is your
Splash
twin
again.
bro, dude. I raced with him on Thursdays.
Yeah, he's typing it in the Discord.
I had to make my what was the account that I had to make it on? MultiGP.
Multi GP.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some douche canoe already took Crash and underscore FPV.
Guess
So
what he is? Guess what he is?
Did you
Take
do
one
it?
guess.
Did you do it?
Take one guess.
Is it Trash Crash?
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah,
Carp-
buddy.
Carp fast, Carpenter.
So now if he goes
Fast.
famous, then we know his name started here.
Yes, sir.
Right here at Denver Drone Co. boys.
Oh, look at all those drones flying around. All right, so this track was made by Sour Power. Unfortunately, he won't be able to fly with us tonight.
Oh. What happened?
He had some fuses blow in his house,
Oh
No.
like right before this happened.
That's big time sad.
Yeah.
That's also big boy damage too.
Yeah.
That's
So,
like those things at once.
So he won't be able to get it fixed in time to be back with us tonight, but he's gonna get it
Is
working
that
for.
like in parentheses, like some fuses below?
Air quotes, quote unquote, fuses blew.
Some stuff went on. Sorry. guys.
Things happened.
Don't know what to tell you.
But oh, stream's messed up again. It's because I hit that button. Shouldn't have hit that button. Cool. So the first round, if you guys are ready to get into it, everybody all warmed up. Is there anybody who feels like they need some more time?
I wasted all my good laps already.
He's wasted all his speed. His nitrous is up.
When is Bumper not wasted though?
Gotta get up pretty early in the morning.
I think we're good.
Can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
110%.
Ah yes. Welcome to college.
All right. So then the first round is going to be Okuru, Slippy, Sour Pat, Fritz, Jimmy, and Trim. So I guess we have 5 pilots flying in enthusiasts tonight. Man, that stinks. Sour Power was up there too.
Yeah.
Was he
He's
fighting
doing
with
alright.
Crash?
Yeah. Well, he, Okuru, and Crash were all battling it out for first place.
Where does he live?
I'm not sure. I think he's in
Tower-
Virginia.
Tower put a 107 down on this track.
No, somebody here is in Virginia, right?
Me.
Sour, yeah,
Yeah.
Sour put like a 107 on this track.
Well,
Sure.
not Fritz. Apart from Fritz.
Yeah, Crash.
Crashes. Okay.
Crash is
What's
East
up?
Coast.
Yeah, I'm East Coast.
Where are you, Crash?
I'm in New Hampshire.
Ah, New Hampshire.
Okay, so then yeah, Sour Power is the other guy that's in
That's
Virginia.
right.
Lord of the
Free.
Rings, yes. New Hampshire.
Land of the free, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, everybody, congratulations to Crash for bumping up into advanced class after only flying in a simulator for like 8 to 9 weeks.
Thanks, guys.
If he is to be believed.
If he is to be believed.
We'll see if he can make some moves.
I had to
Let's
buy
come
my
to class
way
and
in.
just show my ass.
He's clawing at me, dude.
Bumper, I had to buy my way in. Lion.
For us, Bumper.
I'm mad
Maybe
at
not
you guys.
bumper this match. This is like a bumper made match.
Alright, so I got Trim, I got Slippy, I got Okuru, I got Jimmy, and I have Fritz. There he is.
So what's the deal with the recharge gates? Is there one or is there many?
There is one. I think it's just kind of more for aesthetics.
Yeah, it's in
But
the
from
descent.
when we've been running races, even on single class 3-lap, I haven't seen a battery indicator. So
Yeah, this is single lap 3 class or single class 3 lap, but I did upload
Right.
this one as any class
running one
intermediate
lap.
instead of micro intermediate.
Yeah,
So that might be why.
I make
flew
a
the
difference.
I flew a 5-inch on it.
How'd you do?
You hit those red gates.
Terrible.
Yeah, I was about to
Terrible.
Yeah,
You
can you
can't
hit the red
you
gates
can't
on the
stop
5-inch?
at the end of the straightaways.
Gotcha.
Right.
All right, well, let's get into the first round of racing here.
Let's do it.
Right out of the gates, it's going to be Slippy taking first place. Okuru heading into first place over the left plane of the wing, around the back tail end, up
Hey,
and
Sour can
over.
hear us. You did a good job on this track, bud. It's a fun one.
Going around the slaloms on the side by the
He's in
poles.
Discord.
He can hear
He's
us on
watching it
YouTube,
on
a little bit
YouTube.
late.
I take back everything I said.
Take a flight. That was very kind of you. Take a flight's in the YouTube chat as well, and he offered to come and help out Sour Power because he's an electrician.
Wait a minute.
But-
What in the heck?
In Minnesota?
Well, Sour Power's. I mean, Take a Flight is here. He didn't know that Sour Power was out in Minnesota, but it's still a very kind gesture.
Well, who's take a flight? Why doesn't he run with us?
Yeah,
Because he's got to run out to Minnesota. He'll be right back.
He'll be
Sponsor break.
Maybe next week.
Hey, we got a good race going, guys.
This is back and forth between Okuru
We
and
got
Trim.
a good race going.
Man, I didn't realize I missed a gate, and I went like 20 gates, and then I was like, oh wait, I missed one like 20 gates back.
Oh no,
I hate that.
dude.
It's super annoying.
Peep is correct. This is a pretty good
Yeah.
gate out here, or pretty good race out here.
Oh well.
We got Okuru still out in front now, making his way through the green
Is
and
Fritz
red
our
gates.
goggle guy?
No, I'm not.
Ah,
wearing
shucks,
them
that's
right
not
now.
gonna work.
It's-
Power.
That's not
it's
gonna
too
work.
weird. I wore 'em last
Oh
week.
no, I didn't put an angle.
Weird
the
for
plane.
you or the people?
Yikes!
It's
All
weird
right,
wear 'em.
looks
I
like
can't see
Jimmy
my
1 is
fingers.
actually out in front now.
It's
I guess
hard to,
Okuru
like,
might have missed a gate.
Here and like my
good reason not
headphones
to wear
are
'em.
all weird, and so I don't know. I think I fly better with them, but
But Jimmy 1 now out in front. Okuru quickly gaining that ground back
doesn't do weird
into
stuff.
the X structure over here. Trim
Try.
right behind him. So we got Jimmy, Okuru, and Trim
guess
both
with
all
the
three
kind of
battling their way for
equipment that I
first
have,
place.
The quality
Okuru is going to take it out
and
front.
speed of seeing things is better on my monitor than through my goggles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
I didn't notice a latency, but
This is
to my
probably
monitor,
the best
It's not a
angle,
latency
honestly.
necessarily, it's a hertz thing. It's a refresh.
Well, yeah,
What's the refresh rate on your
Okuru and
flash
Trim
drives?
both been having trouble with those square gates there. Should have made those a little bit bigger.
Say
The
again?
fat sharks are probably.
That's going to be Trim taking that point there. Awesome job
Oh,
from
Trim
Trim.
was right on
Jimmy
you,
coming
boy.
in second. Okuru in third. Looks like those gates at the end there are going to be real troublemakers for
Yeah,
pilots.
that's what I stick with too.
Just to get those extra frames up.
So let's head back
And also,
into
I like
the
4K resolution,
Google
so-
sheet here and mark down who won
Oh,
what.
wow, yeah, it's a big
We got
deal.
Okuru taking the point
4K
over Slippy.
144.
Yep.
We
I love my
have
parents too, but
Jimmy
come on, dude.
taking the point
I'm gonna-
over
I'm gonna
Trim.
cheat
Oh no,
that.
Trim
I
taking the
earned
point over
mine,
Jimmy.
come on.
Hey, that's awesome, dude. 4K 144 is awesome.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Fritz taking the point over Sour Power because unfortunately Sour
Microphone's
Power
great on
couldn't
that
make it
monitor.
tonight.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
No, he plays Fortnite.
Now get out of here.
I've seen him on Call of Duty.
There you go.
the
Oh,
only
also,
game
I
that
got,
I've been
oh,
playing
Steven,
right
I got my Valorant key.
Oh, nice.
Like literally the day
Finally?
after. I was,
Oh
no,
my
the day.
God.
No. The day after I was complaining to Steven about it, I got it.
When
Nice.
does it come out?
Summer 2020.
Another game I can suck at the professional level.
At the professional level.
I already have friends who aren't enjoying it.
It's just it's gonna be
Well,
just
it's.
like League.
I mean, it's
Nobody plays
super
it, Saturday
repetitive.
play it.
It's super
It's just-
repetitive.
It's Counter Strike, man.
Yeah.
Counter Strike is
Counter Strike.
So that was
Magic Operators.
that was an awesome race. Look how close Trim and Jimmy were there, and Okuru. They were all within 3 seconds of each other.
Yeah, we got the lead for a lot of it.
That's going to be Trim taking the point over Jimmy there. Okuru taking a point over Slippy. And then Fritz getting the point over Sour Power since he couldn't make it tonight.
Yes.
And also because Fritz is a good
It
pilot.
hurts. It hurts a
Oh.
lot.
Well,
I don't know. Throwing that in there didn't help, did it?
I think it made it worse, actually.
I love Fritz.
Makes me sad. I don't like when people aren't here.
I'm just trying, guys.
Yeah, and especially for like a reason like his.
Yeah.
And he made the track. That's so shitty.
Yeah, especially.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man.
At
I
least he
feel
gets
so
to watch
bad.
us race it.
Yeah. It's a great track.
All right. So in this race, we have Bumper, Cameron, Crash, Fade, Peep. I'm missing
the
someone.
boys in.
And Miller. Where is he? There he is.
Yo, this is actually gonna be interesting. Running 6 or 5 pilots in one heat, you really have no idea who you're going up against.
Yeah. For real.
You're just trying to win every race.
Yep.
That's what you should be doing at least.
But
But
see, this
into
time I can't be like, oh, I didn't know I was racing Cameron.
everybody is in this heat except for
Oh, wait,
Carpenter.
Cameron's in this heat? What?
Dude, I'm serious. I did not.
That's the
so
funniest thing
funny.
that happened to me
In
all
the
last
heat 2,
all week.
into heat 2 of round 1, the advanced class. Here we go.
He was so demoralized. He was like, "Are
I
you
was-
kidding me?"
I was so confused.
Who's taking the whole shot here? It's going to be Fast Max with the whole shot. Bumper's going to take the lead quick through this, though. Peep FPV now, knocking Fast Max and Bumper down to 2nd and 3rd place. Crash, Cameron, and Fade in that order there. Peep now out in front. Bumper's going to overtake through the flag slaloms there and let Peep overtake through the poles.
Bro, I'm
This is
looking
a
at the
crazy
rainbow in front of
class.
me, man. What's going on?
This is a crazy
so
close
close.
race. Looks like Bumper's going to crash out at the X gate
Oh,
and let Peep get out in front there.
come on.
Let's watch as Fast Max takes the lead. He's down underneath, going back around the end of the plane, into the
No.
start finish.
Yes.
Coming around the plane now, up over the wing. Crash FPV out in front of the rest of the pack here. Climbing up from 4th and 5th to 2nd place
Silly
now.
gates.
Fast Max out in front. Bumper looks like he had a bit of an accident
There's
somewhere.
always one part of the map that makes or breaks.
Yeah, it's gonna be the little squares for me, or maybe that
Fast
wing
Max
right
up at the
there.
lamp
I hate
orbit,
those.
already finishing out lap 2 here pretty much. Crash FPV
I thought I
coming
had the wing
still
down, but I
solid
don't.
in 2nd place. Fade FPV coming up in 3rd. Looks like Peep and Cameron both fell behind a little bit. Bumper still back at the end of the track, finishing out lap 1 here. Let's check in with Fast Max and go in Cam as he makes his way around this.
Wait, what? Hello?
I'd like to watch Bumper make
I
his
missed
way
it.
around this track as around that part of the track as well.
How did I go under that?
Ooh, looks like I missed it there.
Oh, I
Fast
see.
Max out in front. Crash FPV in 2nd
wait,
place.
Hey, Pete,
Smooth orbit around
Right,
that wing
you little
support.
turd.
Up and over the wing. He's going to head under.
I'm nowhere
Peep
near
right
Pete,
on
I'm just trying to
Crash's
sneak him
tail.
out.
Fast Max
Put down the
already.
oil
Oh,
slick
Fast
behind
Max is going to crash into
Take
the
that.
You are,
Where is
aren't
this
you?
Mario quad?
middle of the
Throwing
Mario
down my
recharge gate
bananas.
tunnel.
Someone quick,
yeah.
throw a blue shell.
I
Max
got
is
a red
too far
shotgun
ahead.
at you, Peep. Yeet.
Crash and Peep now heading into the final stretch of the track here. Peep's going to
No!
overtake Crash. Crash making a couple of mistakes up at the top of the
Where am
recharge
I?
tunnel.
So far behind. Oh jeez, Bumper chased me down.
Fast Max took the point on that one. Peep FPV came in second place. We have Fade coming around to finish out in third place. Awesome job from Fade FPV. Crash FPV now coming around to finish out fourth place. We got Cameron and Bumper battling it out over here at this 180 orbit in through the square gates. Cameron FPV coming around to finish that out just before Bumper.
Yeah. Bumper was right behind me then, oh my word.
You guys were right there at the last couple of gates the whole time.
That first part where all three of you guys were battling each other.
I know we were right next to each other because I kept seeing colors on the side.
These times do really show nerves, though. It's definitely like,
Oh, they do,
Sweat
yeah.
beating
'Cause I
down
was literally
before.
like,
I'm gonna beat you next time I see you, Max.
Yeah, 'cause
no, it scared me. I crashed at the end there, and I saw Bumper just hauling.
Ass.
I was like,
Bumper
wait,
was
and I
right
looked down in
on
the
me,
corner,
man.
and I was like, oh.
yeah, pregame Max was dropping like consistent 32s.
Thank you again to our sponsors for tonight. The other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobby, Smoky Hill.
didn't say it.
Here are their logos.
Maybe I'll progress better at this.
You can find these
track
groups at
as the night
Facebook
goes on, but we'll see.
or on
I
Facebook.
think 6 people is it's a little more unnerving.
Oh,
Compared
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
It's a lot of
Absolutely.
fun, honestly.
It is a lot of fun.
I think it's fun too. You should just always race everybody. It doesn't slow it down technically, does it?
Except for
Be like,
Steven's
these
got
are
a
the
no hole.
and then
Well,
you say, these
when
are the
we
people that actually mattered.
when we first started, we had more than we had like 8 pilots and enthusiasts.
Right, so only if it works, I guess.
Yeah.
someone's audio is kind of chipping in and out of the.
It may be mine. Mine's a little sensitive.
It's all good. I was just letting you know.
Is it moody today, Fritz?
Hates you.
It's a little moody, just like me.
Be right back, boys.
Alrighty, heading into round 2, heat 1. We have Okuru.
Wait, what were the things?
Oh, sorry. Peep took the point over Bumper there. Miller took the point. MP Miller took the point over Fade FPV. Crash FPV took a point over Cameron FPV, and that was Carpenter FPV's buy round.
Damn.
Max, were you here in the
Yeah,
practice
that
when
really
Bumper
shook
put a
things up.
99?
No.
He did.
Goddamn. Bumper, you just gotta like whip that out of your pocket now.
He did pull a 139.
There it is,
He's
Okuru.
got a blue eyes white dragon
Make
still,
it
just chilling in his
2
wall.
doors ago.
a second-rate duelist with a third-rate deck.
Wow. I'm the dark magician here, boys. Alright, anyways.
I can see your face when you talk. It's so weird.
You can see my lack of, like, emotion when I speak.
You're like the most sarcastic, like dry person I know.
So, hey, at least people that like English comedy like me.
Fair.
Have you seen that
Right,
Mitchell
it's
and
almost
Webb book?
I want to watch I want to watch that. I haven't seen it yet though.
Oh man, it's,
No, I haven't.
as far as English comedy, pretty much actually any comedy, but it's like the best skit comedy I've ever seen.
Nice.
Do you know where part of my name comes from? Peep Show.
Peep show.
Peep show.
Oh yeah, those same guys.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
So good.
Mitchell and Webb.
Yep. Oh,
So
it's
heading
alright.
heading
Yeah.
into round 2, heat 1, we have Okuru, Jimmy, Slippy, and Trim, and Fritz FPV. All those pilots are up and flying around. We're gonna head in and get this round started.
It's FPV Fritz.
Not on
It's
my
Fritz
sheet
TV.
here.
It's Fritz TV.
What is it on YouTube? Bent
Fritz, that's
Sound.
The YouTube page? Do you post?
I don't have a YouTube page for it's my YouTube page is called Bent Sound.
Bent
Do you
Sound.
post Call of Duty montages?
Minecraft, Fortnite.
Sniper just a bunch
360
of
no scope.
headshots. Yeah.
He just does Minecraft survival.
So we have
games.
Okuru out in front here, already coming around to the back end of the
No,
track.
it's like circuit
Trim,
bending and
kind of just
pretty much
behind him a
that's
little
it.
bit. Both pilots over there at the
So,
bottom of the
redstone
recharge
stuff?
gate tunnel. Jimmy and Slippy
Dude, that
rounding
looks
it out here.
sick.
Fritz coming up to the top of the recharge
I
gate
don't know
tunnel
what
as well.
that is.
Okuru already
Just
on to
circuitry
lap
Minecraft.
Yeah.
2.
Oh god. Oh jeez, no.
Yes, Redstone is so much fun to play with. You can put a bunch of chickens into a 1-block space and then cook them automatically because they overpopulate and pop out the side
Oh, weird.
into lava.
Ah, yes,
Sounds
physics.
Really good.
Yes, physics.
I'm sorry, isn't this a children's game?
Only if a child is playing it.
Hey, don't disrespect Minecraft like that.
Hey, I'm not. I love Minecraft. It's creative.
Oh, I am
Okuru
really
already
sorry.
around to the back end. Nice job, Okuru, coming through that tunnel there.
What I did for a lot of quarantine before I went back to work. My friends have a
Back into
server.
spectator mode, we'll watch Trim. He's making his way through the back end of the track there on lap
Ooh, you're
2.
killing it right now.
Jimmy's
That
going
was
to
clean.
overtake.
Don't talk to him.
Jimmy's going to overtake, but Slippy is actually going to overtake Jimmy. Now Slippy in second place here on up through the over the wing of the plane around the back end. He's going to crash into the tail there and let Jimmy overtake here. Okuru
I'm assuming that just made it like worse.
making his way up through the ascending gates at the end of the track, the opposite end of the track there. Jimmy now through the slaloms in second place here, hitting the bottom of the X structure.
While he flies.
Trim gang.
Trim gaining ground on him at the top of the X structure. Okuru coming around, finishing out his race. Awesome race from Okuru. Solid lead on the rest of the competitors in this heat. These red gates here at the end of the track are going to be a make or break for a lot of people.
Cool guy, but those red gates are mean.
Truth.
they hurt, dude. You gotta line up just right.
Trim
for it.
coming around in
You
third,
screw
Slippy
yourself.
coming around in
They're
fourth.
mean, but they're not as mean as
FPV
the,
Fritz coming around to finish out
circular
his lap here.
floating
Oh,
pillars
the
from
Those
yes.
aren't as bad in my opinion, but they are
Talking
obnoxious.
about
I think we all just had a lot more practice with that though. Like I
The
feel like we all practiced
triangle
with that
thing?
map a lot.
You're not talking about the triangles.
No, I'm talking about the floating cement pipes.
Green, red.
Max, what you doing?
I was trying to
Oh my god.
close my chat.
Okay.
And I kept sending like blanks.
No, never mind. I was gonna make a doctor
I've had
joke,
blanks
but
before.
okay. Well, you should go to a doctor and get that checked out, Pete. Thank you. I couldn't make that joke to Max.
Oh, dude, it's good because I don't have any kids.
All right, so that was a great race from all those pilots there. We had Okuru come in first place. He took the point over Trim. Jimmy took a point home over Fritz, and Slippy took a point from Sour Power.
I'm not saying I don't like kids.
I don't. I'll say it.
I don't have the patience for that, and I'm 18.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Into the next round of the advanced class. This is Crash's buy round. So let's get the other 6 advanced pilots in here. Bumper, Cameron, Carpenter, Skip Crash, Fade, Miller, and
Skip crash.
Peep. Yeah, it's his buy round.
Trash crash.
Trash Crash, my bad. Sorry, not Skip Crash.
No
I'm
more
DQ'd.
abbreviations for you.
I'm DQ'd.
Oh my
Stream's
god.
over.
All right, you 6 pilots ready to go?
Yeah.
What was that, 5?
That was 5.
It smells
I'm
like
here.
the dog. just
And there's
put
Bumper.
the
Alrighty.
shit in here. Wait.
Wait.
No waiting. Into the heat 2 of round 2. Fast Max going to take the whole shot. Bumper's going to take the lead. Cameron
Look at
going to
your
take the
pillars,
lead from
Adam.
him. Bumper's still out in front, holding the lead through the plane. Let's see if he can keep it through the slaloms.
What? I just
Slaloms are usually
Oh
Uh-oh.
god. Well, it's alright.
Bumper usually goes a little bit
I
faster
watched
since he
the
flies
video,
acro.
From the last
Let's see if he can make it.
stream.
Oh man, I really want him to take this lap.
No.
I want him to take this lap. I want him to demoralize.
Hair.
Oh
was
no,
so-
there we go.
No, wait, what?
Max
No.
gonna overtake
'Cause the
Bumper. Bumper's gonna
goes-
overtake Max
yeah.
through the descent.
Individual
Comes down to
strands,
these red
different
gates
colors.
here at the end. Fast Max coming out in front. Bumper just
It was
behind.
so
Bumper coming out in
frustrating to
front through the
watch
top of the plane
myself
here.
fly.
Peep
The
FPV in
replay
third
was
place.
like,
Cameron
Back
FPV
here,
in
Peep.
fourth behind Peep. Fade coming around the back end of the track here. Carpenter
Okay,
FPV
good.
making his
You're
way
the
through the
only
red
one I'm
gates.
worried
Bumper
about.
still out in front here.
Jeez.
He's taking this lead from
There's,
Max.
just
If he
let the
takes
dog
this,
shit all over the place.
this
And,
is
like,
actually a round where Bumper will race MP Miller. Let's see if he can
He's
take it
racing
from him
by
here.
handicap, a smell handicap.
Yeah, I have a.
He doesn't know. I'm not going to tell him, but
I got a
he's
smelly
doing a
cat.
really good job of keeping this lead just out in front of Max. Let's see if Max is going to open it up at all through this third lap and try to take it from him.
I'm dying now. No.
Bumper, don't mess up. I'm rooting for you, buddy. Through that plane, he's got a little bit of an advantage because of that split S there
That's
through over the
what
right
the
side of the
Bumper.
wing.
That's
go,
the amount
Bumper.
that my noise is making.
Coming out in front through the X gate here. He's going
This might be
to
it.
How to just
make it
show
nice and clean up around the
This
orbit.
might be it.
Through the top. Through the top. Down through the recharge
Oh,
gate.
dude.
Around the side. Through the 360 orbit there. Through the red gates. Nice and clean through the red gates. Through the green all the way around to the start finish. Bumper's going to take the point over Max. That was the round where Bumper actually was racing against Max Miller as well. Bumper taking the point home over MP Miller.
Max is now defeated.
I was going full throttle that
Yes.
entire time. That was crazy.
It can be done.
That was crazy.
It can be done.
Bumper proving that MP Miller is not in fact a robot. He is a human just like the rest of us.
Good job, Max.
Dude.
That was
He's really
crazy.
turned off his cast for like one race.
Man, awesome job, guys.
I could see Max's little turquoise flare the whole
The
time.
whole time. Oh man, great race, guys. I need a second. I was yelling for most of that.
Someone clip that.
Clip the whole thing. Oh dang, I actually probably should have clipped that. It's not too late, I don't think.
What, you got 30 seconds or something?
I'm gonna make it happen. Don't judge me.
Do it, go, 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 go.
Hopefully this is the time I'm racing Peep, right?
Well, maybe we can get inside Max's
See,
head.
Bumper,
Maybe I
that's
can get a win over him.
consistency. I called
yo,
it.
I was holding on to Max for maybe the first half of the first lap. I was right on him, so maybe I can make it happen tonight. We'll see. I absolutely hate this track, but who knows? Maybe I can do it.
Bumper was in front of me that entire time. I
If
was
this
chasing
race
him
has
down.
done nothing else, it has given hope to the other pilots.
This is true. This is
This
true.
map is where dreams are made.
I don't think I got that in
Sour.
time. That stinks. We'll see.
What?
I tried to clip the end of that heat from the Twitch stream, but we'll see. I can always just go back after the fact. Awesome.
There's
Okay,
actually
so
fake name
so
post
Bumper's gonna take the
on
point
the
over
Facebook
MP
page.
Miller. Cameron FPV is going to take the point over Peep FPV,
Oh my god.
and
Sorry,
Fade
Peep.
FPV is gonna take the point
Ah.
over Carpenter FPV.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Dude, I don't know about that. I think you and me were going back and forth for the majority of the thing until I
I
started
got
yelling at
smelly.
you.
I didn't even start. I had smelly vision, dude.
What awesome racing from those pilots there. Thank you again to our sponsors for the
No,
night.
I'm not-
Bumper
I'm not asking
is one of
for
our
a
sponsors
redo.
tonight.
I'm
The
not
other
asking
guys, Colorado Drone Racing. Bumper is an
Are you
admin for that group.
Are you gonna
That-
be this vocal on Thursday,
That did
Peep?
screw me up. You guys started laughing about that, and I
Yeah.
was just listening, and I just like laughed, and I hit the wing, and I was like, God damn it.
So basically, I just
CBD Janes and Remote Control Hobby Smoky Hill. Interference.
Oh no,
Playing
no,
like
he
40
still
chest over
would
here.
have had it. He was in front of me that entire time. That just gave him more of a distance.
Alright, so let's get. Hope we can't recover.
Bumper had
the
all of us
crash.
muted. Just put us on a
Yeah, he just server muted.
yeah, you just server muted and put us on a path to just shit talk each other. And he's playing 4D chess, and the rest of us are just playing checkers.
Stop.
Stop. You're giving it away.
I'm gonna have
Guys,
to
you're
mute
making me
you
you're
guys.
making me blush. Come on.
Totally.
Alright, so in this round we have Okuru, Jimmy, Slippy, Trim, and Fritz. I'm sorry, FPV Fritz.
For the
Bumper,
record,
I
For the
called that
record,
for the
that-
night also.
that
I
makes-
told you.
for the record, that makes Max and I like 299 to 1,
I
and Cameron 299 to 2.
Wait, did he beat me already tonight? Or,
I don't know about
I
tonight.
mean, he just did theoretically.
well, theoretically, yes.
Alright, going into the first heat of round 3. Here we go. Didn't get a pilot check. Hopefully they're all here and counted for. They are. All pilots off the line. Okuru out in front here. I want to watch him through this because I know he flies acro mode. Or maybe he's not flying acro mode tonight. Okuru, you still flying acro mode?
Oh yeah.
Cool. I'm going to watch you the next time you go around the plane. No pressure.
Wow.
God.
Well, there had to be
cinematography mode.
there had to have been a reason that I asked, right? I don't want him thinking about it the whole time.
Well, then why'd you make him do that? Now he's thinking about it.
Well,
Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up here.
nice and clean.
Sweat.
Big sweat.
Boom. Here we go. Nice and clean over the wing. Smooth.
Oh man.
Keeps it tight close to the body. There we
That
go.
was clean.
It was clean.
Now that we've given him enough anxiety, we'll check in with
Ugh,
Trim
I
here.
changed my camera angle. I don't know if that was the right.
Trim and Slippy fighting it out for second place here. Trim
I
just in
wouldn't
front of
think
Slippy.
that
Slippy
was
trying to gain
It
that
seems
ground.
a lot
Little by
weirder
little.
now. Oh well.
What's it at?
Jimmy
40.
coming around, finishing up fourth place. FPV Fritz in the back of the pack here.
You should go 45 if you're gonna go.
I
If
went
you're-
from 35
Oh,
to 40.
excuse me, Okuru
You should try
excuse
45,
me,
'cause
Okuru
it's
making his
looking
way around the
nice
pillar
and
at the end of the
your
track
sticks
there.
match
He is
each
out in
other.
front with a
What am I
decent
doing?
8 track
I'm
or
using,
8 lap. Excuse me,
We'll both do
8
the
gate
same
lead
thing.
through this
40.
lap.
I'm at 50.
Damn it, all to hell.
You are at 40 as well.
Having a little bit of trouble with those last gates there.
30.
I'm at 40 and Max is at 40.
Jimmy and
Oh, for the
Slippy now
record,
fighting
I'm
around the plane for
I
second
just wanted
place.
people to go to
Trim
45.
working his way through the back gates there.
For camera
FPV Fritz,
Yeah.
let's go in cam with him.
I'm running
He's over here at the
25.
X gates.
I
He's
think
gonna go
the
up the ascent
frame of
and
view
around the
matters
orbit
more
here.
than the-
Do you
Keeping
like
it nice
looking
and
at
tight
the
next to that pole.
No, no, no.
Asking for a friend.
Weirdly,
Okuru over at the
weirdly,
X
it actually
gate.
gives me
Jimmy
more
and
focus
Slippy
to, like,
gaining a little bit of
hone in
ground
the
on
track as opposed to anything else around me.
Okuru out there.
It makes you just really look at the top. portion
Okuru
of
now up at the
screen
top of
as
the
opposed to anything that could
descent
be around
here.
you.
Like blinders.
About
on
to
a
lap
horse.
FPV Fritz.
Exactly.
Let's see if he can make it happen before FPV Fritz finishes
called
this
you a
lap.
horse.
Doesn't look like he can make that happen,
You're a
but
horse.
he will finish out before Jimmy won.
Cameron is
Oh
a
no,
unicorn.
Okuru.
No, that's Hornicorn. Come on.
Jimmy won, coming around by
Man,
just
Jimmy
at the
just
end to
passed
take
you
over
on that
the
last little slip.
Wow, that was amazing.
I know.
Yeah,
he missed that
Slippy
gate.
coming around for third, Trim coming around in fourth place here.
Ooh, you got me sweating.
FPV Fritz over at the X structure.
Trim's doing some freestyle.
So that is going to be Jimmy's race against Sour Power, actually.
And also, I'm trying to keep my camera angle at 25 because I have my tune almost exactly
As
like
Okuru taking the point over
my real
Fritz.
quad, so I don't want to divert too far from that.
And Slippy taking the
So-
point home over Trim.
Kind of just keeping it where my real quad is. It kind of just helps me out, keeps it consistent.
So
That was the best
Jimmy,
lap I've had.
Jimmy, I got some news for you. I don't know if it's good news or bad news. Either way, you would have been getting a point this time. Because this is the one where you would have been
Oh,
racing
that's
Sour
good.
Power. So that means that Jimmy's going to take the point over Sour Power, Okuru's going to take a point over Fritz, and Slippy will get a point over Trim. In this next heat, we're moving into the advanced class.
Yay.
It's going to be peeps by round, so we'll have Bumper, Cameron FPV, Carpenter FPV, Crash FPV, Fade FPV, and MP Miller.
FPV.
Fast Max.
Lol. I have those 6 pilots in here and none others. Are you guys ready to go?
Yo.
Ready?
Let's do it.
4.
4.
Oh, Carpenter's in chat.
4.
That's right. He won't be able to say it audibly. There it is. Alrighty, here we go, guys.
Yes, with 8 S's. He's down. He's
He
down.
is so down. Let's see how
Man,
down he
that's
is and
all
if he
I
can
like
take
about
this
it.
whole shot coming out of the gates. It's going to be Fast Max. MP Miller out in front. Cameron FPV is going to take the lead through the right left wing of the plane here. Fast Max coming around in second place. He's going to overtake through the tunnel. Cameron FPV in second place, battling it out with Bumper here. Bumper, you missed a gate.
Really?
Yeah, 2.
Where?
Back at the very beginning.
No.
No, come on,
way.
please.
All right, come here, Max.
I was wondering why it looked like he was in the lead, but he wasn't.
Yeah, that's what made me look at the leaderboard. Has
Yeah, my
anybody else
track
missed
was
one
kinda
there?
Dark.
Come here, Max. Come back here, boy.
Was that a bumper error or a track error?
I don't know. I just fly what I fly.
Okay.
I didn't notice until you said it, so.
I've seen it done. Bumper proves it's possible. I need you to get back here.
You missed another one.
What? No,
Who am
no.
I watching? I'm watching. Somebody missed one.
I'm still getting whooshed, so I'm good.
Yeah,
okay.
everybody's
Oh,
advancing.
Sorry.
You got a blip.
Don't listen to me.
Cameron, where are you?
Oh no.
I just finished the plane. Where are you?
The X.
Fast Max coming up on bumper now.
Max is gonna lap me. That's how fast things can change.
Well, you were in front of me and you didn't even realize that you didn't have gates. So.
My bad.
Why are you apologizing?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You should be sorry.
I can get him. I can get him. That's probably one of the closest I've been to Max at all. I can get him. Unless that was it.
No.
Oh, you already...
Okay. I can get him. I can get him.
I feel like none of us are flying well.
So Bumper did make his way around the end of the track there.
Speak for yourself.
No, I'm watching you. You're all
No,
flying really well. It's just those gates at the end are
everybody
just
crashed.
those gates at the ends are just so small. It's just knocking
Saying
everybody
compared to
down.
The times we were putting up before.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. No, like we're hitting lines and stuff. It's just like we're not nearly as fast as the times we put up before, and that's like not even anywhere close to the last track that we did, where we were faster than the lines we put up before.
14-second difference from heat to heat. That's not very big.
I think I'll keep an eye and see if anybody else misses a gate there. I wonder what it was.
See, Max, I can stay really close to you until maybe about the start of, or at the end of the slalom when we hit that straightaway. Like when you take.
So
the
we
race,
have finished out
you pass me of some
round
sort, or
3 of
actually
tonight. There
both
are 5
times
rounds, so
I've
we are
either
more than
hit
halfway
up
through. I want
on
to take
that
this moment to
last
thank
exit,
our sponsors again for
at the very
tonight.
top, I've either hit
The
it
other
or
guy is
overshot
Colorado
it,
Drone
so I've had to
Racing,
go back and reset.
CBD
I might
Janes,
be able to get you tonight. We'll see.
and Remote Control Hobbies Smoky Hill. Thank you again to these groups for sponsoring.
Going fast.
The other guys contributing to the prize pool. You can catch all these groups on Facebook.
Who were we racing?
You guys were racing a bunch of your friends. So we had Cam taking a point over, or Cameron FPV taking a point over Bumper, MP Miller taking a point over Carpenter FPV, and Crash FPV taking a point over Fade FPV.
Is it my buy round next time by chance? Just wondering.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Okay.
Wait.
Noted.
Hold on just a second. I might have
Did I
actually.
get another?
I might have
round?
left out a round. Oh, I did leave out a round on this sheet. Miller, your buy round is in the last one.
Okay.
Which means you can leave us to go do homework.
Exactly.
Homework?
Except
What are you
just
doing?
sleep.
Social studies?
I hated that class.
Really?
World
Why?
History?
Well, that's because it was history. I hated history.
Ah.
Up until senior or junior year, at least. It's because nothing was interesting to me, at least.
Are you a senior now?
I graduated last year.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, Bumper.
Those who do not know their history are destined to repeat it.
FPV
Holy
Fritz,
dynamite.
Jimmy,
Michael
Okuru, Slippy, Trim.
So wait, is that why Bernie's returning to communism or something?
So in this
Yes.
heat, I
I'm gonna
have
stop talking. I just realized I forgot
Okuru,
the
Jimmy,
topic. I should've-
Slippy, Trim, and Fritz. Are you guys ready to go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ready.
Ready.
Alrighty. Heading into round 4, heat 1. Let's do it.
What? They start in midair? That's kind of cool.
Here we go. It's
Pretty
going to be
neat.
Jimmy 1 taking the whole shot with Trim coming around, battling him for first place here. Okuru and Jimmy and Trim now all neck and neck through the right wing. Slippy just behind FPV Fritz on gate 6 here, making his way around the back of the plane still. Okuru out in front here.
Fritz is flying.
Let's see him come around the X. It's gonna be Trim coming up in the second place spot here, coming to try and take this lead from Okuru.
The other white mode.
No,
Jimmy
I'm in
and
Acro.
Trim. Tail to tail for second place here. Jimmy gonna overtake Trim through the descent. Trim gonna take that lead back before they can get out of the tunnel there. Okuru at the square gates. These have been giving him trouble all night here. Jimmy 1 now going to take a pretty strong lead over Slippy, who has taken second place here. Trim and Slippy now neck and neck. Trim's going to overtake Slippy.
Oh my gosh.
Okuru battling it out with these other 3 pilots trying to get back into second and then into first place. Jimmy already around these slaloms
super
and the
frustrating to watch me
the
just-
pliers.
Warning.
Pillars, not pliers. My apologies. Jimmy at the top of the X up through the ascent around the lamp orbit. Okuru now coming up in second place here, gaining his ground back.
Who are we watching?
Jimmy out in front still. Trim now coming to gain on Okuru, who's gaining ground on Jimmy. Let's see if Okuru can keep it clean through these gates here. Find the angle.
Really?
There we go. He finds the line there. It's going to give him a pretty decent chance of catching up with Trim. Or I'm sorry, with Jimmy 1 here, who's now making his way over the right side of the wing.
Hey, Fritz,
Through the
zoom out
tunnel.
a
Let's
little
check back in with Jimmy.
How do I do that?
bit. Just in your head, like look,
Oh.
Like what?
yeah, like look further ahead on the course instead of looking
Yeah.
at where you're at. Look like down to as far as you can see.
You can also change your field of view.
Plus or minus.
Yeah, I don't know what you're running, but
Hot takes mid-race.
Well, not right now.
No, that is good advice. I do get kind of like stuck with my instead of looking beyond it.
when you
That was-
start going back and forth, like trying to hit the gate, it's
Wow.
usually 'cause you're
What a-
looking.
Nice, Jimmy.
What a crazy close race from you guys.
Wow, man. They had BR heat too.
Oh god. That's the worst.
The other thing in acro, you only have control when you're full throttle. Just try it. I promise.
Just rip it and dip it.
Yep. Just power up and steer.
No wonder Buffer's so inconsistent. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey.
He's better acro pilot than me. He's better acro pilot than me. I'm just trying to make a
You
joke.
beat me.
I mean, you do have to blip here and there on this course, but
That was dumb.
You almost had that.
So, Kuru, that was actually you in Sour Powers round.
Oh, dude.
So,
Give me the
Okuru,
next one, man.
yep,
Let me show
Man.
you.
yeah, that's it. Okuru versus Sour Power. Okuru's going to take the point there. Jimmy over Slippy, and then Trim taking it over Fritz. FPV Fritz.
Fritz, you might turn your rates down a little bit too, because it's quite a bit different than flying in rate mode. I mean, whatever the hell it's called, Horizon.
I turned my eye down
Bumper.
too, just for this track. I almost always tune eye
Carpenter,
per track.
Crash, Fade, MP Miller, and Peep. Alrighty, so going into this round, we have Bumper, Carpenter FPV, Crash FPV, Fade FPV, MP Miller, and Peep FPV. This is Cameron FPV's buy round.
Woohoo!
Ugh.
I'm here now. I thought I'd give you guys some silence from my constant banter.
You're good. Are there 6 pilots ready to go?
Yep.
Yep.
That was so bad.
Keep up.
I see everybody moving around. Here we go. Let's see who's going to take the whole shot in round 4, Heat 2. The advanced class can be MP Miller taking the whole shot and keeping the lead from Peep FPV around the front of the plane. But Bumper now coming around underneath into the tunnel. He is in the lead. MP Miller now, we've seen this situation before. If Bumper can keep this pace and this clean consistency through this track, he might beat out MP Miller, who did just overtake. Let's see if there's no witty banter from the rest of the pilots, then MP Miller might be able to focus the entire race long and not make any mistakes. Bumper has a huge advantage in that descent tunnel in that he can pitch forward so much further than MP Miller can. And right here as well.
Dude, fuck dogs.
It's humans.
I mean,
Bumper
I love dogs.
coming around the slaloms. MP Miller now has a little bit more space between him and Bumper.
Say whatever you want on Twitch. Just no hate speech.
But I mean, that actual.
You literally said the word hate.
Against dogs.
No,
I
you
guess
can.
it's 8
You can
o'clock.
wait. That doesn't count.
Bumper around the end
Yeah,
of the
dude,
track
that's
here,
it.
coming into lap 3. He is in front of MP Miller.
What about PETA, man? They're gonna
Let's see
come
if he can
for you
keep
now.
this pace, man. He might be able to do it. He might be able to show us that
PETA.
MP Miller can be beaten.
They're based.
God damn,
know.
Bumper. What?
Might be on a track-to-track basis, but
My friend told me to be consistent.
Thanks for taking my advice.
Bumper now coming around the back end of the track here.
Bro,
Oh
Max-
no! Oh no! Oh no!
No! Oh, Maxie.
It's because
I
I
was
started
just
talking
about
to
to
you.
say, bro. I was
My
just
son
about to
just
say.
walked in and I tried to speak English.
1 second.
I was just about to say, freaking Bumper's giving
Oh,
Max
Fade,
Run
that
And we
was a
peep
good
FEV
race.
coming around and beat out
Yeah, I
Fade
tried
FEV
waiting, I
here.
tried to push it and hit it
Crash
hard.
FEV finishing out in 5th place. Carpenter FEV now coming around to the back of the track.
Talk.
Up
I
through the
got
gates
you-
at the end.
I had you on the X. Fades where I
Wow.
crossed, where I passed you.
Yeah, I don't do that very tight.
Carpenter FEV now coming down through the descent tunnel. I can tell you exactly where Bumper is getting that lead if you want, Max.
Hey,
He's basically cheating.
Let him have his secrets.
Okay, I think I know where it is. It's
Max-
it's the plane and the tunnel. Am I incorrect?
Wait,
I don't think he's getting it on the plane, actually.
No, I know he is, cause he he does a tighter line, cause he can.
I'm right with you guys on the plane, though.
where'd I get you?
At the
Where did
end,
I
I always
pass
I'm
you?
holding
it's like
right
the
with
end
Max.
of the
it is at the plane on the right wing and through the
Yeah.
tunnel because he can
Really?
pitch
I
forward
always
so much
see
more.
Take off right at
Oh,
the end.
right. Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then when
they
he's
can
going
split
down
us
the
down.
Yeah, exactly.
He
That's
already
what I
knew
thought.
Bumper. I'm sorry.
I know.
I mean, I can't really do anything about that, but that was insanely close.
Seriously.
Did you hit the like the
Third to last gate. So that was going to be Bumper taking a point over Carpenter FEV, MP Miller taking a point over Crash FEV, and Peep FEV getting the point over Fade.
Oh, that was the match.
Never let me
That was
talk.
like half a gate.
Sorry, go ahead, Bumper.
I know, it was close, man.
Sorry, Bumper, I didn't hear you talking. Go ahead.
No, I said don't ever let me talk.
Oh, don't ever
No,
let me
I
talk.
started talking when I crashed.
I saw that, Carpenter, up at the top there. I
Check-
need to
yeah,
hold
check
off on
chat.
racing until I get this problem figured out. My whoop is still leveling itself out and floating to the ground when I go full throttle or full tilt in any direction. Are you in Horizon?
Wait, he didn't race?
He raced. No, he's in Angle. He has his message in chat in Discord chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let me look.
I want to check that max angle.
Whoop is leveling itself out and floating to the ground when I go full throttle or full tilt in any direction.
40, 85. 85 what?
Probably strength.
Probably angle strength, yeah. Or angle limit.
and then
85 is
45.
probably his limit. 40 is
It's
probably
like the
his.
stick
Yeah.
calibration.
Oh, 85 angle limit, 40 strength.
I go 85 too.
Yeah, I'm at
It
70.
sounds like he's not getting throttle.
Leveling itself out and floating to the ground when I go full throttle or full tilt.
Yeah,
Try full
yeah.
throttle, But just foot back. Try 99% throttle.
Try calibrating your radio.
Well,
to
if
get
it's
that point.
if it's leveling itself out, I don't think it's just the throttle.
Well,
The
hold on.
throttle
Yeah,
might be going to a 0 value.
Well, so
Yeah,
would
exactly.
so would the
That's what it sounds
so
like.
would the pitch and roll and yaw.
yeah, calibrate your radio. Get your endpoints
No, if it's
aligned
one
correctly.
Try only doing a 60.
But it's not just one axis. He says it's leveling himself out whenever he goes full throttle or full tilt.
That's why I'm saying it could be on his roll pitch and his throttle. All of his endpoints
Yeah,
are.
all those
Yeah,
endpoints
farther
are
out.
covering.
points.
His stick ends are farther out than the actual endpoints themselves. So if you calibrate those, it should fix the problem.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a couple of YouTube videos that I know.
Dude, that was totally a gunshot outside. Y'all
Uh-oh.
ever been to the hood of Wellington? Just kidding, it's totally not a hood.
It's,
But they shoot their dogs here.
That's what you said on Friday.
It's probably someone's dog.
all right, so let's go ahead and run this round real quick, and then we'll figure out Carpenter's throttle limit.
It's gotta be.
Ask
like
Or
Madden.
in points, rather.
Escape has no Ask Madden.
Have you set your splash attack?
Are you using Bulbasaur or Squirtle?
Try doing a 16-star run instead of a 70.
I see. Are you on 5
We're very
star
helpful.
cops out of 5?
Starship Troopers?
Did you install the mod? No,
Did
dude,
you install the
GTA
mod?
5-star.
Yeah.
So heading into this last round of enthusiast racing here. Wait, what?
No way.
Last round. Whoa, what?
Yeah, we're probably almost there.
Yeah, I mean this is the last round of enthusiasts. I'm just wondering why. Oh right, no, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. Yep, the last round of
There's five
enthusiast
there's
racing
5
here.
enthusiasts.
Oh, there's only
be-
one more round for.
There are 2 more for advanced.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would do that.
Well, sorry. Fritz, Jimmy, Okuru, Slippy, and Trim, are you guys ready to roll?
Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty.
Ready?
Thank you again to our sponsors, the Other Guys, Colorado
Oh,
Drone
Slippery.
Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control
Let's go,
Hobby
Slipknot.
Smoky Hill. Here we go, heading into round 5, heat 1. Let's get it going. Let's see who's going to take the whole shot for this last heat here. It's going to be Trim taking the whole shot there. Okuru popping up higher instead of just straight out. Trim around the backside of the plane here, still out in front. Good flying from Trim here. He usually has a pretty good run until we get around to the back end of the course, and those 3 gates, the 3 red gates and the 4 green gates usually get all the pilots, but Trim's been having trouble with him tonight. Okuru out in front now through the end of the X. The end of the track through the X structure. Slippy and Jimmy battling for second place. Slippy's going to take a little bit of a lead over Jimmy. Coming around the lamp orbit here.
Find it.
Okuru out in front now.
Quickly.
Slippy, Jimmy battling their way for second
Guys
place.
notice
Trim
the
coming
plane
around
is too
third
wide to get
and
out of
for
the hangar.
fourth. FPV Fritz now at the
Wow, who thinks
top of the
about
slaloms
Yeah,
here.
Bumper asking the real questions here.
Okuru
man.
coming around. He's going to hit
Oh my
the
God, I
start-finish
forgot
gate
that.
I think this
It's like-
entire
with a
map is-
one gate lead
Well,
on
you notice
Jimmy.
it's levitating too, right?
Wow, I should not be messing with my camera angles so much during
Deta-
races.
details,
the wind is
details.
60 knots.
But I'm noticing it might not be
Plane is
the
going 60 knots, so it just
Yeah,
sits
it's
in the air.
floating. But it can't move because it like is stuck in the walls.
It's actually going Mach 10 and just flying.
Okuru
through
with a
the-
really clean run here. He's already out back of the track.
Yeah, we're just frozen in time.
No, we're just going so
Jimmy
fast
full
that it's
throttle,
moving,
full
like,
tilt,
very,
trying to
very
get
slow.
up and
Yeah, the
gain that
entire
ground
building's
on
going Mach 10
Okuru as
also.
he makes his way through the red gates, through the
We are
green
also
gates,
going
nice and
Mach
clean.
10
Oh, it
plus,
looks like
but
he
we are
did
flying
miss that last gate, but he went through nice and clean the second time.
Does that mean we're going?
Okuru into lap 3. He does lap
Why don't we
FPV
hit each
Fritz
other
here.
Theoretically, it'd be just Mach 10 plus, like just a new class.
Jimmy 1 coming around
We
the
said
backside of the
Discord,
plane. 2 gate.
isn't faster than
Okuru with a
sound.
3 gate lead on
So if
Jimmy.
you're going Mach 1
Slippy
and
with
you
a 6
talk,
or Jimmy with a 6
people
lap
in front of you
lead
hear you.
on Slippy.
Nope.
Well, they could if the engines weren't so loud.
Could you hear yourself?
Could you hear yourself? That, dang.
I just watched a video on that actually.
Things
What was
working
the
just to
what
you.
was the conclusion?
The pilot was like, you can't tell any difference, like,
Ah.
no matter how fast you're going. It just doesn't. You don't really. You can't tell.
Interesting.
Because you'd still feel the vibration in the
In
internal
your
hearing.
yeah, okay, that's what
Keep
my
in
thought
mind,
process
relativity
was.
says those noises started off at the same speed you were going.
Oh yeah, there would still be inertia
Nothing
too.
we do.
That's all relativity.
Poop.
Yeah,
Relativity is the
that-
shit.
Ah, yes, the
Yeah.
Doppler effect.
Yes. Whatever that one space movie.
Trim
was.
coming around the way, the back of the Starship
Guardians
Troopers.
of the Galaxy.
No, get out of here. Steven.
Always
Interstellar.
Starship Troopers.
I do love Starship Troopers.
Like the book.
FPV Fritz coming around the back of the
Also one
track,
those weird nerds who likes Battlestar Galactica.
trying out acro
Star
mode.
Wars or Star Trek.
I thought you were about
Would
to
you like
say.
to know more?
FPV Fritz giving acro mode a shot.
I'm all
Because
about
there
the
is no
Cylons,
but
dude.
Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah, there is. There's naked butts in Starship Troopers.
Oh, that's my point. There isn't.
Star Wars is a terrible franchise with infinite possibilities, and they messed up it 9 times.
Oh,
And
the
I'm
Captain doing that stuff.
Oh my god.
Jar Jar
Unpopular
is right.
opinion? Oh, I was just about to say
Anybody else?
unpopular
Anyone else
opinion.
with
I love Jar
unpopular
Jar.
opinions?
Jar Jar's my favorite Star Wars character. Unpopular opinion?
Jar Jar was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, that's truth.
I would say
I don't. They set him up to be such a good character, though.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, if they'd
Yeah,
have
they-
gone with having him be a Sith Lord.
Yeah, exactly.
That hidden plot would have been incredible.
Yeah, I think
Carpenter, come on and join back.
too many people just caught
Oh,
onto it, and they were like, "Well, we can't do that."
Lucas just gave up because people were bitching about it. Remember all the other changes he made in that movie with the romance and everything at the very last minute?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So he kind of laments the fact that he didn't get to give Jar Jar his whole plot, but he's like, well, the people wanted it.
Jar Jar was supposed to.
Oh,
be a
was
Sith Lord.
was that confirmed?
Enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch
It's looking good, Trim.
there.
Oh, I didn't know that was confirmed. I thought it was just
The
like
voice actor.
Hey, whose race was that?
So that round we had Okuru take a point over Jimmy.
Oh, there it was.
Come on, man. No way. No way.
Two times he had the opportunity to take the point, but it didn't line up that way.
I still crash into those damn green gates again.
Flex. That's a flex.
Trim took a point over Sour Power, who couldn't make it, and then Slippy took a point over FPV Fritz. Huge thank you again to Sour Power for designing this track for us.
Oh, yeah.
It was a huge load off of my back, especially the last couple of days.
You get a point on the roster for that.
Yeah.
Did you get 5 points?
Now we all want to design tracks.
Hey, I mean, if that's what I have to do to incentivize it, yeah.
Everyone but
betting is
Max
legal.
can make a track.
Everybody but the first place person can make a track.
Hey.
Speaking of, Steven, I made one.
Word. Send me the info for it.
I do approve of his track.
And Max and I flew it while we were waiting for this one to start.
Wait. Does it say peep anywhere on it?
Yeah.
I didn't
You
Was
can
that
find
it for enthusiasts?
It's
I
just
didn't see it.
That was the last enthusiast race, yes. So if anybody
anybody
needs to
wants
head
to
out, feel
download it.
free.
it's just peep_track_1.
Wait, so is this my buy round? I'm confused.
This is not your buy round. We have one
I'm
more.
about to whoop your ass, Max.
So this one, we're going to have Bumper on a buy
You already
round.
know. You already
So
know.
Cameron FEV, Carpenter FEV, Crash FEV, Fade FEV, MP Miller, and Peep to the line. Not you, Slippy, sorry.
I
Peep
haven't
to the
raced
line.
Crash yet, though.
Alright, you already know. You already know.
It could be
Here
Crash.
getting
Raptors
jitters.
Takeshi 6'9".
Are you
you
6
have a
pilots
preference?
ready to go?
Start the race, I'm prairie dogging it.
I've already raced Miller. You're definitely going against Miller right now.
No, I could be against you, Crash.
No, because Miller doesn't. Miller has a buy round next. Thonks, dude. My thonks per second are at an all-time high right now.
No,
Bongs?
no, you just made me laugh when I crashed out. No! Why would you do that? I hate you. I hate you so much.
This is a skill you have to learn.
I just got kicked out.
All right,
No,
we'll have
Crash.
you jump back in after this race.
Wasn't he in this one? No.
No, this is his buy round.
No, that can't be
No,
the
it's
way
his
I go
buy.
out. That can't be it. Come on.
Cameron's thonks per second are at an all-time low.
I had a chance and you just ruined it.
MP Miller out in front, but Peef FEV hot on his trail. He hasn't said anything for the last 45 seconds. He's definitely locked into on
Someone
these
make Max
sticks.
laugh. I need him to crash out. Come on.
You need a few people to crash out.
Hey, calm yourself there.
Peep FEV now taking the lead through the descent tunnel there. He's going to give it back up to MP Miller, though. MP Miller coming through nice and tight here.
All
Feel my
over,
breath
dude.
on you, Max.
I know, it's actually scaring me.
Come on,
Tingle,
keep scaring him.
tingle.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta say, Peep has
It's
been
all done. It's toast at this point.
eating
I'm about
Max.
to tinkle on his face.
Max, pass him, dude.
Okay,
You've
well-
ruined it. You've been glued
Oh,
to
but
him.
yeah, this is over. I'm garbage right now.
You can do it, Cam.
No, it's already done. Max is about to finish his last lap.
Yeah,
I
but
need
you're
to
not
start.
racing Max right now.
What do you mean? This is buy round next.
And nice try, Peep. That was
Hey!
That was so close.
in front of him the whole
That was
time.
my best time ever. That was yours too.
What did I get? 140, yeah.
Because your previous one, you were saying 100, but it was like 100.9.
Yeah.
Are you serious? I just crashed twice in a row.
Well, yeah, that's your name.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was garbage.
Hey,
Didn't
hey,
know
good
Max
race,
was a
Max.
twin.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Slippy, were you watching Pete?
Yeah, that was.
Did you see how I had him in my camera the whole
I was trying
damn
so
time?
hard not to
Your
focus
camera, too,
on
like,
Cameron and
on.
Crash that round.
He was right there the whole
I was
time.
trying so hard not to laugh that entire time because I was just hearing this.
Well, I said it was gonna twinkle on your face. I probably
Yeah,
should have
that.
cut that out.
No, that and the thing at the start from whoever said what. I don't even know. I was just like,
The
I
thonks
was
per
thinking-
second thing.
yeah.
Yeah. What is thong per second? I'm sorry.
Like how fast you're thonking.
What?
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Don't talk about it.
It's a small brain thing. It's a small brain thing.
Okay.
Not big brain, but small brain.
Well, my thonks are fast, so it makes my small brain powerful.
Oh, it has a K at the end. I thought you guys were saying with a G at the end.
Thongs.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
seriously. what I thought.
My small underwear.
That's what I
per
thought you were saying.
Like,
That's
are we
not-
talking about rock stars here? Like, Kid
No, you
Rock
can't-
thong per second?
You can't noun per second. You have to verb
Yo.
per second.
Yo, what about them Kronks per second? That Emperor's New Groove. Alright, I already killed it. Alright,
I hope that was my race against Max because I definitely put up my best time as an
The silence is what made that.
See, I thought I just killed it when it went quiet. I was like, oh.
Everyone was trying to figure out how many thongs they were.
Right, I was like, dude, how do we count that?
How do we count that?
You can't measure that unless you know the size.
There's a
Because depending on the size, it'll be a higher or lower value when it comes to function.
So the funny part is that all of you were right about your predictions except for Cam, because I gave the wrong amount of rounds. I thought that there was only one more round after this one. There are 2 more rounds after this one.
No, you said
Oh, did I? Okay.
Oh, you said 2 total.
Yeah.
You said 2
Yeah.
total.
Yeah, there were 3 total, including that one that we just ran.
Oh.
So that was me and Peep.
Yes, that was you and Peep.
Hey, that was a worthy race.
Yeah.
Good
So
job.
that was MP Miller taking a point over Peep.
Good job, guys.
That was Carpenter or
Actually,
Crash
yeah, he
FPV
was
taking a point over
total
Carpenter.
mistake, dude.
I know. I was trying so hard, especially while listening to Cameron and
And Fade FPV taking a point over
Okay.
Cameron.
Everyone needs to shut up so I can
Oh,
recover
Fade
from
got a
this.
point over Cam.
Bumper, you back in?
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
That was,
dude.
I take
Okay.
full responsibility for that.
Nice Fade.
that was like the hardest round ever.
All right,
Oh
so
my
this
gosh,
one we
dude.
have
Mind jinjitsu.
Bumper,
Well, yeah, 'cause I
Cameron,
was thinking
Carpenter,
about
Crash.
literally on my
Miller,
ass the entire
Bro,
time.
my
and
biggest
Pete.
weakness is humor. You make me laugh, and I'm
Who's
done
the one
for.
person not racing?
This is Fade's by round.
All right.
Oh,
Everyone else
Lord.
is.
Me versus
Yeah.
Peep.
You guys ready to go?
Bring a Crash.
Yeah,
I
no
just
one,
put up a
no one be
101,
funny,
boy.
please.
Peep
no
show,
one be
peep
funny.
show.
Everyone
This
be
is
funny.
serious.
Here we go.
Serious stuff.
Into round 6.
Muting the server starting now.
Dude, my
Oh,
roommate just
I
ripped
should have done that.
ass.
It's
All
too late now.
all 6 pilots are up off the line. We have MP Miller out
Yeah,
the,
you probably
the
should've
start
waited
finish gate. He was
for
going to take the
server.
whole shot. Peep out in front. Bumper now taking the lead.
I didn't
MP
wait
Miller,
for
man,
the
these
seat,
pilots
though.
are neck and neck through the plane here. MP Miller's going to be the one that comes out in front, though. Bumper going to take the
Thongs per
lead through the
second.
top of the slaloms here. MP Miller passing around Bumper.
Cameron.
Ooh, that laughter's going to cost Bumper.
Shut up, no.
MP Miller now out in
Apparently,
front.
this is how Max and I fly best.
Turbulent
Give
air.
us some more thoughts for a
Turbulent.
second, please.
Turbulent brainwaves.
I'm dying laughing. I'm barely keeping up with the. Oh, never mind. It's done. I'm done. I'm out.
No,
Rip.
you're not, dude. Finish your race.
I can finish my race, but not in first.
I
Got Crash
mean-
coming up on me now.
It would be the first time of the night.
My thongs per second are so much faster than this.
I need to start muting the server, dude.
Internal clock speed's too hhi.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm overclocking my thongs right now.
Overclocking. I'm liquid cooling my thonks.
It's called the ocean.
You
The
mean
ocean.
overthong-
That's what you wear outside when it's raining.
So done.
Definitely what Max wears. You guys ever seen Max's thonk?
No. No, and he is a child.
It's
Thonks.
impressive.
Oh my gosh, I'm out. I got last place in this one so far.
Oh my god, I
That's
was
gonna be
laughing
MP
so
Miller
hard
coming
the
around
entire
for the
time.
first place.
Oh
Keep
my
FPV.
god,
Oh, I
that
need
was
to mute.
You guys didn't know it, but laughter is actually one of the obstacles in this race, on this track.
No!
Oh my god!
Wait, how?
Oh
how was
man.
Crash, like talking that entire time about
Because I
thongs?
fucking crashed.
How-
Because he's trash crash.
Oh, my body hurts.
Fucking crashed.
It isn't working.
Pete, did you mess up when you started laughing?
Well,
at the
technically, it
triangle?
could have been not my race against Crash. I don't think I've raced Carpenter either.
Oh, Carpenter FPV
coordinator?
hasn't had the, his thing was still messing up.
Well, who was racing who?
Well, I lost to Max.
So that race we had Peep taking a pint. Oh my god, words.
Pint.
Sorry.
Taking a pint.
I'm still
yes,
trying.
you are
I'm still
correct,
trying to.
sir.
I'm still trying to stop laughing. What? No tequila tonight? Or are you drinking a pint of tequila?
Actually, I am drinking Marks.
Even out here at low thongs per second.
So it was.
Yeah, my thongs per second weren't pretty good.
Look, guys, it's hot in my room. My thongs are thermal throttling. Crash taking a point over Bumper. Peep's gonna take a point over Carpenter.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna have to bust him out again next round. Get ready, boys.
And MP Miller taking a point over Cameron.
Of course he did. 'cause- Jeez.
Because Cameron
Too many thongs and thongs.
thongs per second.
Wow,
Alright, so we're gonna get Fade in here. Miller, you are done for the night. If you need to go do homework, feel free.
I'll watch this last one.
Alright.
I'm deafening myself for this one. I can't handle another one of those.
I will mute myself
See
as
if it
well.
helps, man.
Alright, so I have Bumper, Fade FPV, Peep FPV, Crash FPV, Cameron FPV, and Carpenter FPV.
But watch, it's gonna be reverse psychology, and he's gonna
Hey,
think
Crash,
back
this
to
is the
laughing
one,
and
bro.
start laughing.
I know.
Are you pilots ready?
Yep, I'm deafening now. Just
All
go.
right, for this one,
It's
for
reverse
this one,
psychology.
silence.
Alright,
Bullshit talk.
Here we
No,
go.
I don't like
Deafen
silence.
yourself.
here we go into the last race.
Total silence.
Round 7, Heat
There will
1,
be no
Advanced
face
Class.
building.
Here we go.
I hate silence.
Nice and quiet. Muted myself so that the pilots can't hear me here. Let's see who's going to take the whole shot. It's going to be Peep FPV coming through the whole shot. He's out front still as he comes over the
Speed
back of the
reading?
train here.
Don't hit the library.
Bumper is going to take lead coming through the
Bet
top
you
of the
Cameron's
slalom here,
gonna
out in
joke
front.
Earlier right now.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that reverse psychology.
He's losing his mind in this silence.
I know.
We went in the dark.
I can't forget.
Let's watch in cam with
No!
Bumper. Who's that?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, that was Bumper.
Trash crash? Just trash crash?
Peep FPV now out in
I
front.
did it twice.
Crashed into the
Cameron FPV in
trash
second place and Bumper in third. Let's see if Bumper's gonna be able to close this lead back up and get his lead back, get his first place finish back from Peep.
Maybe you should just make that your
It's
name.
not
Trash can.
undoable.
Trash can FPV.
That used to be funny.
That's
there's
gotta be
this girl
taken.
that keeps liking my Instagram posts because I put a bunch of hashtags on them after I post.
Bumper gaining ground
stuff
through
like
the
this.
straightaway into the X
Her
there.
name is Stoner Trash FPV.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I've seen that Reddit before.
Oh, there's that
And I'm
game.
like,
Oh
"That
no, Bumper.
is
I know her.
Mega gross. Is she as trashy in real life as she is on the gram?
I
Peep
think-
FPV now out in front, coming around the backside of the track here.
Stream's on.
Oh, I'm flying. I can't talk.
Yeah, we don't say that.
I think I just.
We
got
only
past
talk
just
about
thinking
like
about that.
really inappropriate things.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, somebody's way ahead of me. What
The only girls that like my FPV Instagram have like 7 numbers after their name and like 6 followers.
And are actually Vietnamese
No
dudes.
picture. Yeah, it's
Russian
like
bots.
I usually just
Contact me
flag
now
them.
for a good time.
Awesome flying, Peep. Peep FPV
I
coming
see
out
you,
in first
Cameron,
there.
you're
Cameron
muted.
FPV right behind him there. Fade FPV is actually in third place,
Laughter
coming
is
around the
my
back end of the
weakness.
track.
Why? You still lost to me.
Well, this is true.
Crash now. Carpenter
To be
and
honest, I
Bumper,
was
all
laughing
three
to
about
myself
back
for the
battle
first
the
lap.
lamp
We
orbit.
I
figured
called
that
it.
you
We
were. That's
called
what
it.
Max was saying, dude. He
Yeah.
was
Reverse
like, he's
psychology
probably
was
sitting
thinking
there
about how
like,
much we're laughing right now.
Yeah.
Just start laughing.
Honestly.
Crash FPV.
I couldn't stop
damn,
laughing
you
at
must
that.
have been right on my tip, man. Good race.
Yeah, dude, I was right.
Here comes
on
Carpenter
the last
FPV coming
second
around to
there. I
finish
was
out
finishing
there.
up on the final lap.
Yeah, Cameron, I could tell at the start of that race, you were in like, you went from
Yeah.
like 5th to like 2nd, so.
Yeah.
No, not that color. That color. This color.
What?
And
Alright,
this
well, I'm
color.
gonna take off. Thanks for the race, Steven.
Yeah.
See you, Max.
Nice flying to you guys.
Good job.
Have a good night,
See you
bud.
guys Friday.
Don't overthonk on your homework.
Yeah.
No, see you Thursday.
Careful with your. Oh yeah.
Oh shoot! I think I need to sign up for that. What time does that start? And is the track already released?
No. So, are we done? So I can. Yeah, we are done, aren't we?
Yeah. Let me do. Oh, before we get into it, let me do the outro real quick. And
So,
actually,
yeah, do your
here.
outro and then I'll
So,
explain it.
Fade FPV is going to take a point over Bumper on that one. We have Peep FPV taking a point over Crash FPV. And then Cameron FPV taking a point over
And
Carpenter FPV there. Alrighty, one sec, guys. I'll be right back. So that is going to do it for the racing for tonight. Thank you so much to the pilots. Thank you so much to everybody who's viewing. We appreciate it so much. Oh, shoot. EM Drones, how to join race. I apologize that I missed that. So get in touch with us on Facebook through the Denver Drone Company Facebook. Facebook.com/Denver Drone Co. I believe it's linked on the Twitch profile. But yeah, shoot us a message on Facebook and we'll get you in the races and drones. Absolutely. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody. My name is Steven D'Agostino, 4D3D3D3 with Denver Drone Company, hosting the Indoor Simulator Racing Series. Thank you to our sponsors for tonight's racing, the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, one of the premier groups for drone racing in Colorado. Find them on Facebook. CBD Janes, Remote Control Hobby, Smoky Hills. Find both of those groups on Facebook as well. Here are their logos. Thank you one more time to the other guys, CBD Janes and Remote Control Hobby, Smoky Hill. I am Steven D'Agostino, 4D3D3D3. Thank you so much for watching. Tune into the Facebook page to see the leaderboards when they get posted up tomorrow, and for more information about the series and how to enter. Have a great night, everybody. Goodbye.